There was a time when a truck wasn't just a way to get from point A to point B. It was a partner, a workhorse that started every morning, hauled everything you owned, and never complained. Back in the 1950s, American trucks were built with one simple idea in mind. They had to last. No planned obsolescence, no fancy computers that could fail, just steel, chrome, and an engine that refused to quit. These weren't vehicles, they were family members that earned their keep every single day. Today, we're looking at 10 trucks from the 1950s that were built to last forever. Some are still running today, nearly 75 years later. Others faded into memory, but their legacy lives on in every pickup truck you see on the road. Let's take a ride back to a time when trucks meant business. The 1953 Ford F-100, America's everyday hero. The 1953 Ford F-100 wasn't the fanciest truck on the block, but it might have been the most loved. Ford completely redesigned their pickup truck line that year, giving America something it didn't know it needed, a truck that actually looked good. The F-100 had sleek lines, a wider cab, and a lower ride height that made it easier to load hay bales or furniture. But beneath that pretty face was pure function. The flathead V8 was simple enough that any farmer could fix it with basic tools in their barn. What made this truck special was its versatility. It worked on the ranch Monday through Friday, then cleaned up nice enough to take the family to church on Sunday. Ford sold these trucks by the thousands because they understood something important. Working people needed reliable transportation that didn't break the bank. The F-100 delivered on that promise year after year. These trucks didn't disappear, they evolved. The F-Series became the best-selling vehicle in America for decades. But that original 1953 F-100 set the template. It proved that a truck could be tough, affordable, and handsome all at once. You still see them at car shows today, lovingly restored, reminding us of a simpler time when a truck was all you really needed. The 1955 Chevrolet Task Force, the truck that saved Chevy. Chevrolet was in trouble in the early 50s. Their trucks looked outdated, boxy, and boring compared to Ford's sleek new designs. Then 1955 rolled around, and Chevy came roaring back with the Task Force series. These trucks featured a bold new wraparound windshield, a redesigned grille, and what Chevy called concealed running boards that gave them a cleaner, more modern look. Under the hood, you could get the legendary Chevy small block V8, an engine so reliable it's still being built today in various forms. The Task Force wasn't just about looks, it was about muscle. These trucks could haul serious weight without breaking a sweat. Farmers loved them because they were dependable during harvest season. Construction workers loved them because they showed up to the job site ready to work, day after day, year after year. The cab was more comfortable than earlier models, with better seats and improved visibility. Chevy's Task Force line ran until 1959, and those years represent some of the most collectible trucks ever made. They didn't disappear because they were bad, they disappeared because progress demanded even better designs. But ask any truck enthusiast about the 1955 to 1959 Chevy pickups and watch their eyes light up. These were the trucks that put Chevrolet back on the map and proved they could compete with anyone.
3. The 1950 Dodge B-Series, the working man's best friend. The Dodge B-Series doesn't get the same attention as Ford and Chevy trucks, but working people knew the truth. These were some of the toughest trucks ever built. Introduced in 1948 and running through the early 50s, the B-Series featured Dodge's famous pilot house design, with a big, comfortable cab that sat drivers up high. This wasn't a luxury, it was practical. That high seating position gave drivers better visibility when navigating farm roads or construction sites. These trucks were built heavy. The frame was thick steel that could handle serious abuse. The flathead six-cylinder engine wasn't the most powerful on paper, but it was nearly bulletproof. Mechanics loved working on them because everything was accessible and simple. There were no complicated systems, just basic mechanical parts that you could fix with a wrench and determination. Farmers would buy a Dodge B-Series and expect it to work for 20 years or more, and these trucks rarely disappointed. The B-Series eventually gave way to newer designs as the 50s progressed, but those early models left their mark. They proved that Dodge knew how to build a truck that could take a beating and come back for more. Today, they're harder to find than Ford or Chevy trucks from the same era, which makes them special. When you spot a restored B-Series at a truck show, you're looking at a survivor, and survivors have stories to tell. 4. The 1956 International Harvester S120, the farmer's choice. International Harvester wasn't trying to win beauty contests with their trucks. They were trying to help America feed itself. The 1956 S120 was built for serious work, the kind of work that started before sunrise and ended after sunset. This truck featured IH's legendary engines that were designed to run all day long without complaint. Farmers knew that when they turned the key on an International, it would start, no matter how cold the morning or how long it had been sitting. The S120 had a utilitarian beauty. It wasn't sleek or fancy, but it had honest, straightforward lines that made sense. The cab was roomy enough for a tall farmer wearing work boots and a heavy coat. The bed was designed to carry everything from seed bags to livestock feed to tools. International understood their customers weren't looking for style points. They needed a truck that would help them make a living. These trucks started disappearing in the late 70s and 80s when International had financial troubles and eventually left the light truck market. But those S120s that were well maintained kept running. There's something poetic about that. A company might go away, but a well-built truck keeps working. Today, International Harvester trucks have a devoted following of collectors who appreciate honest, hard-working vehicles that never pretended to be anything other than what they were, tools for getting the job done. 5. The 1957 GMC 100 Series, the gentleman's truck. GMC trucks were always Chevrolet's fancier cousin, and the 1957 GMC 100 Series proved it. These trucks shared a lot of parts with Chevy's Task Force series, but GMC added their own touches that appealed to a slightly more upscale customer. The grille was different, the trim was nicer, and the interior had a more refined feel. This was a truck for the successful businessman who needed to haul equipment, but also wanted to arrive in style. The 100 series came with GMC's V6 engine option, which was unique in the truck world. Most manufacturers offered 4-cylinder or V8 engines, but GMC's V6 gave customers something in between: good power with decent fuel economy. The ride quality was smooth for a work truck, and the cab was quiet enough to have a conversation without shouting. These little details mattered to customers who use their trucks for both work and personal transportation. GMC trucks have always been less common than Chevrolets, even though they shared so much underneath. That scarcity makes them special today. The 1957 100 series represents a time when even work trucks could have a touch of class. They didn't disappear because they failed. They simply evolved into newer models as the 60s arrived. But those 50s-era GMC trucks remind us that quality and style can exist in the same vehicle, even one designed to get dirty every day. 6. The 1959 Transstar, the truck time forgot. Studebaker is one of those names that makes older folks smile with recognition and younger folks scratch their heads in confusion. In 1959, Studebaker was still trying to compete in the truck market with their Transstar series, and these were genuinely impressive vehicles. The design was different from anything Ford, Chevy, or Dodge offered,
more European in its thinking, with clean lines and efficient use of space. The cab-forward design put drivers closer to the front wheels, improving visibility and making the trucks easier to maneuver in tight spaces. The Transstar featured Studebaker's own engines, which were smooth-running and reliable when properly maintained. These trucks were popular with delivery drivers and small business owners who appreciated the combination of functionality and style. The interiors were surprisingly nice, with thoughtful details that showed Studebaker was thinking about driver comfort. They even offered attractive two-tone paint schemes that made these trucks stand out in a parking lot. Studebaker's truck division didn't last much longer after the 50s ended. The company faced financial struggles and eventually stopped making vehicles altogether by the mid-60s. The Transstar disappeared not because it was a bad truck, but because Studebaker couldn't compete with the big three manufacturers. Today, these trucks are rare finds, and that makes them special. They represent the last gasps of an independent manufacturer trying to do things their own way in an industry that was rapidly consolidating.
7. The 1953 Willys pickup, the Jeep DNA truck. If you knew the Jeep brand, you knew Willys. After World War II, Willys took their military vehicle expertise and created civilian trucks that carried that same tough-as-nails DNA. The 1953 Willys pickup wasn't large or luxurious, but it was incredibly capable. It featured four-wheel drive as standard equipment, which was almost unheard of in civilian trucks at that time. This made it perfect for farmers, ranchers, and anyone who needed to go places where regular trucks couldn't follow. The Willys pickup had a distinctive look with its flat front end and high ground clearance. It looked ready for adventure because it was. The Hurricane four-cylinder engine was borrowed from Jeep military vehicles. It wasn't powerful by today's standards, but it was reliable and efficient. These trucks could climb steep hills, ford streams, and navigate muddy fields without getting stuck. For people living in rural areas with rough roads, the Willys pickup was often the only vehicle that made sense. Willys was eventually bought by Kaiser, and later the whole operation was absorbed by AMC and then Chrysler. The Willys pickup evolved into what we now know as the Jeep pickup trucks. But those original 50s-era Willys trucks hold a special place in automotive history. They proved that small, capable trucks had a market, and they paved the way for every four-wheel drive pickup that came after. When you see a modern Jeep Gladiator, you're looking at a distant descendant of that tough little 1953 Willys pickup. 8. The 1958 Apache 3132, Chevy's heavyweight champion. When you needed to move serious weight in 1958, you called on the Chevrolet Apache 3132, the big brother of Chevy's regular pickup line. These were medium-duty trucks designed for commercial use, but plenty of farmers and ranchers bought them too when they needed extra hauling capacity. The Apache featured a larger frame, beefier suspension, and more powerful engine options than standard pickups. This wasn't a truck for running errands. This was a truck for earning a living. The distinctive feature of the Apache was its dually rear wheels, which gave it incredible stability when carrying heavy loads. The cab was similar to the lighter-duty Task Force trucks, but everything underneath was built heavier. Chevy offered these with inline-six engines or V8 options, and both were known for their durability. Delivery companies loved these trucks because they could handle daily abuse and keep running year after year. The Apache line continued into the early 60s before being replaced by newer models with different names. But those late 50s Apache trucks proved that Chevrolet could build commercial-grade vehicles that competed with anyone. They disappeared from production as truck designs evolved, but their legacy lives on. Today, these big Apaches are prized by collectors who appreciate their honest, workmanlike character. 9. The 1955 Dodge C-Series, Power Forward. By 1955, Dodge knew they needed to modernize their truck line to keep up with Ford and Chevrolet. The C-Series was their answer, and it was a good one. These trucks featured a completely redesigned body with a longer, lower look that was much more modern than the old B-Series pilot house design. The wraparound windshield gave drivers excellent visibility, and the new cab was more comfortable for long days behind the wheel. Under the hood, Dodge offered their reliable Flathead 6 or an optional V8 for customers who wanted more power. The C-Series trucks were known for their tough construction. Dodge used heavy-gauge steel and solid engineering throughout these vehicles. The suspension could handle rough roads and heavy loads without complaint. The brakes were larger and more effective than earlier models, which was important as speeds increased on America's improving highway system. These were trucks that felt substantial and confidence-inspiring when you drove them. Dodge continued refining their truck line through the late 50s, but the C-Series represents an important turning point. These trucks showed that Dodge was committed to competing in the modern truck market. 10. The 1950 F6, the heavy hauler. Before the F-150 became America's truck, Ford built serious commercial vehicles like the 1950 F6. This was a medium-duty truck designed for businesses that needed to move heavy loads every single day. The F6 featured a massive flathead V8, a reinforced frame, and suspension that could handle weights that would make a regular pickup truck cry. These weren't vehicles you'd typically see in driveways. They were working trucks that spent their lives hauling construction materials, farm equipment, or commercial goods. The F6 had a no-nonsense design. The cab was basic but functional, designed to be easy to clean and maintain. The bed was long and strong, ready to carry whatever you needed to move. These trucks weren't fast or fancy, but they were incredibly reliable. Business owners bought them knowing they'd get decades of service with basic maintenance. The simplicity of the design meant any mechanic could work on them, and parts were readily available. Ford's commercial truck line continued evolving through the 50s and beyond, but the 1950 F6 represents the foundation. These trucks proved that Ford could build heavy-duty vehicles that earned their keep in the harshest conditions. They gradually disappeared from roads as newer, more efficient designs replaced them, but their influence remains. These 10 trucks from the 1950s represent something we've lost in our modern world, the belief that things should be built to last forever. They weren't perfect. They didn't have air conditioning, power steering, or cup holders, but they had something more important: soul. They were honest vehicles built by people who understood that a truck wasn't just transportation, it was a tool that families and businesses depended on every single day. Most of these trucks didn't disappear because they wore out. They disappeared because progress demanded new designs, better fuel economy, and modern safety features. But the ones that survived remind us of a different time when a handshake meant something, when quality mattered more than quarterly profits, and when a truck was expected to outlast the person who bought it. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments which 50s truck you'd love to own. Maybe you've got a grandfather who drove one of these, or perhaps you've seen them at local car shows. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button so you don't miss our next journey into America's automotive past. Until next time, keep the memories alive.